Power 96, what up? It's Cato K, Miami Music Week, hanging out the Power Condo Party, and we have a special surprise guest. Mr. Don Diablo's in the house. What's up, Don?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Okay, performing, and now we just found this out. You're doing Ultra tomorrow, but first you got to go somewhere. Where are you going tonight, man?
I'm playing at the Light in Vegas, which is the sickest club, but it's no sleep for me today. It's crazy.
So you're going to hop on a plane, come back, and then what time's your set tomorrow? What stage you done?
I'm playing Ultra Radio, 6 to 7. So.
Wow. Sleep on the plane, right?
I hope it's going to be like 3 hours of sleep. It's going to be dead. I just try to eat my vegetables, my fruit, drink my waters, and just, you know, it's no rock and roll out here. It's just survival, survival.
Only the strong survived this week. Let's talk about you had a big you continue to have a big year in music. Starlight, a big record, out on Ultra. You said you just shot a video. Talk a little bit about the single.
Yeah, it's kind of a it was a slow builder. Axel picked it up and he released it on X-Stone. They debuted it through their Swedish House Mafia concerts, and he started opening his sets with it for a couple of months, and then everybody picked it up, and it just grew very slowly, and it's just now I played it yesterday at Nicky Romero's party, and just like I saw the whole crowd chanting along to it. It was magical, and so we did a video for it, and I think it's a video with a great message in there. It's about love and raves and the combination of it, and yeah, it's cool because it's out now in America, and I'm excited to see if it's gonna go up a notch, and if not, I'm already happy, you know, with the results of that one record. It's brought me from here to here, so I'm a very happy man.
And you mentioned a couple other collaborations, which sound pretty exciting. You want to talk about some other music that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, I'm doing this track with Khalees and Alex Clare. So just kind of reshaping it, and I'm just releasing some other, like, I'm trying to release like specialist records every month. So I just did a track called Black Mask on Spinnin'. Just dropped a video for that with some motor bicycle action and some fight scenes. And
I see you kind of have on like these are like motorcycle, yeah.
It's all about the motorcycles, man. Yeah, I know. I mean, I love making music, but I also love making videos. I love just, you know, I love everything that has to do with being creative or just expressing myself. And DJing is one of them, I guess, you know.
You seem to me like we spoke years ago, and you seem to me an artist who doesn't really follow the trend of, let's say, EDM or what everybody else is doing. But during this week, can a sound grow on you, and maybe you go back to the studio and maybe rethink maybe something that you're working on based on what you hear this week?
Oh, absolutely. It's like I used to be very far out. I mean, right now I'm just trying to listen and pick up what people are into, you know, what my colleagues are doing. I kind of try to be a little bit less stubborn and try to, you know, combine whatever works for the audience with what works for me creatively. And, you know, I can see the results of all of that now, and just playing bigger stages, you know, bigger clubs, and just the growth of it it's very fascinating to me, and it's very humbling as well. So it's kind of, I think of making music in a different way than a couple of years ago. It's all about, you know, making steps now.
Well, I've been asking every artist I interview, we break free a little bit. You can use hashtag Cato Diablo on this. What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport I used to be a very fanatical BMXer. So BMX, I guess. But to be honest, it's pretty weird because I'm from Holland, and you would say it would be soccer, but I'm not a huge soccer fan. I don't know why, but yeah. The other thing is, when I was a kid, I competed nationally in checkers.
Were you like that?
No, I'm going to be called out for that, but, you know, it's like I can't help it. I like exercising the body and the mind, you know. It's like
the LeBron James of checkers, Don Diablo.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love I love BMX, but I haven't been following it for the last couple of years. So,
so big X Games fan when you have a chance to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I like you know, I like games on the as well. It's not really sports, I guess, right? But for me, it was great to be a part of the Batman game, the whole franchise. And so, yeah, some people see that as actual sports. They compete in it, and they're like, you know, going at it constantly with no sleep and just see it as a job, you know?
Next question, if you could work with any three of these artists, okay, these are in the hip-hop world, Chris Brown, Future, or 2 Chainz, who would you like to do a record with?
Probably Future, yeah. Chris Brown, yeah.
Cascade say the same thing. I think Future's voice is futuristic in a I'm not sure good or bad way.
I like 2 Chainz. I mean, he's doing a lot right now, so I always like to pick, like, you know, I just did a record with Khalees, and I did one with Alex Clare, who I love, like these are 2 distinct voices. So I love distinct voices, people with an identity. They don't necessarily need to be big, as long as they're just really like interesting and cool people to work with. Although, I mean, working with Khalees wasn't a lot of fun, but
Oh, she demanded like the whole spread of all kind of different snacks and things.
It was way beyond snacks, man. It involved like a brown paper bag and stuff, and I mean, the record's great, and we, you know, working with Alex Clare was just really cool as well. Like, he's a very humble man. When I worked with him, he was like I think number 3 in the Billboard with Too Close. But he's still very humble. He came to my house in London, and we worked. We made a great record, and I think that's the way it should be. It doesn't matter how big you are. You should always stay, you know, true to yourself, and, you know, fuck all the bullshit.
A lot of people need to take note of that. Don't get too big, get too crazy. Last thing, Miami. What makes Miami unique? Miami Music Week or Winter Music Conference. You've been here quite a few times. One thing that stands out to you when you come to Miami?
The women, the weather. Sorry. Yeah.
Hey, mamitas.
What can I say, man? It's like, I think for me now, I've been here like a couple of years ago, but coming here now, it's like with the momentum behind me, it's more interesting because you have all the fans here. You just walk the streets and they hug you and they talk to you. You're interacting with the people who are buying your music, buying the tickets. And it's cool because you're just one of the guys as well. You're running around just as a kid. You want to see all the other guys performing. Sure. And I think that's what it is. We're all just one. You know, there are no levels here. We're all just rocking out together. Some people are pushing buttons and the other ones are on the other side and they're watching people pushing buttons. But we're all doing this together and it's fun, it's crazy, it's cool. And yeah, it's just no sleep. And
only the strong survive.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Don Diablo. Check him out. He's going to be at Ultra Music Festival Saturday. UMF radio stage, 6 o'clock, fresh off a plane from Vegas. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Forgive me if I look very tired, but I always have the energy. So don't worry.
Follow it. #Cato Diablo, Miami Music Week, Power 96.